Nobody's going to tell you this straight up, but most teens are getting played by the school system right now. You wake up exhausted, drag yourself through classes that feel pointless, stress about grades that don't reflect your intelligence, deal with social drama that drains your soul, and go to bed feeling like you accomplished nothing meaningful. The worst part? You're comparing yourself to everyone else who seems to have their shit together while you're drowning in assignments, procrastination, and that constant anxiety about your future. Meanwhile, your parents are breathing down your neck about college applications, teachers are piling on busy work that teaches you nothing useful, and you're stuck in this loop where every day feels like survival mode instead of actually building towards something better. But here's what I wish someone had smacked into my brain at 17. This school year isn't something you survive. It's something you completely dominate. I spent 3 years being aggressively mediocre, pulling all-nighters that led to C's, avoiding challenges because I was scared of failing, and watching other people lap me while I made excuses. Then I figured out the game, turned everything around, and went from struggling student to absolutely crushing it. That's exactly why our Discord community exists. A place where guys like us share real strategies that work, hold each other accountable when motivation dips, and actually win together instead of struggling alone. We've got study systems that cut your homework time in half, habit trackers that keep you consistent, and that brotherhood vibe when you need someone to call you out on your BS. If you're done being average and ready to level up, jump in. Link in bio. I'm not some guru selling courses. I'm just a guy who cracked the code through painful trial and error, so you don't have to waste your best years like I did. The brutal reality check. Right now, while you're reading this, 90% of your classmates are making the same 5 mistakes that guarantee mediocrity. They're staying up until 2 a.m. scrolling TikTok, then dragging themselves to first period half dead. They're cramming for tests the night before instead of studying smart throughout the week. They're hanging with people who kill their ambition and make excuses feel normal. They're treating school like a punishment to endure instead of a training ground to dominate. This gives you the biggest opportunity of your life. While everyone else is sleepwalking through their potential, you're about to implement a system that puts you years ahead by graduation. The gap between winners and losers isn't talent, it's strategy, consistency, and the willingness to do what others won't. Pillar 1. Control your time. Like a CEO. Time is the only resource you can't get back, but most teens treat it like it's unlimited. You say, "I'll start tomorrow," for weeks, let distractions steal hours, and wonder why there's never enough time for what matters. Here's the fix. Schedule everything, and I mean everything. Block out your day in 30-minute chunks, morning routine at 6 a.m., study blocks from 4 to 6 p.m., gym time locked in. Even leisure gets scheduled because unplanned free time becomes wasted time. I started this at 19 after failing a semester. Color-coded my calendar, red for classes, blue for study, green for workouts, yellow for social time. Suddenly, I had straight A's while working part-time and still having a social life. The secret? When everything has a place, nothing falls through the cracks. Use the Pomodoro technique. 45 minutes focused work, 15 minutes break. Your brain can only sustain peak focus for limited periods. So work with your biology, not against it. Track what you actually do versus what you planned. The gap will shock you and force you to get real about where your time goes. Northshine's Pillar 2. Study, like your future depends on it. Highlight and reread, that's what losers do. Cramming the night before, amateur hour. Real winners study smart, not hard. Active recall is your secret weapon. After reading something, close the book and explain it out loud like you're teaching someone else. Can't do it? You don't actually know it. Use flashcards for key concepts, but make them yourself. The act of creating them embeds the information deeper. Spaced repetition changes everything. Review material 1 day after learning, then 3 days, then a week, then a month. This locks information into long-term memory instead of letting it evaporate after the test. Form study groups, but choose wisely. One motivated person can elevate the group. One slacker can derail it. Quiz each other, explain concepts, and fill knowledge gaps together. Teaching others forces you to understand at a deeper level. For math and science, practice problems are everything. Reading about how to solve equations is like reading about how to drive. Useless until you actually do it. Grind practice problems until the patterns become automatic. Sourcing, Pillar 3. Build your body. Sharpen your mind. Your brain is part of your body. When your body is weak, your mind follows. When you're out of shape, you have less energy, worse focus, and lower confidence. Physical strength builds mental strength. Exercise isn't optional. It's the foundation everything else is built on. Even 20 minutes of movement daily changes your energy levels, mood, and cognitive function. Push-ups in your room, runs around the block, whatever it takes. The goal isn't to look like a fitness model, though that's a nice bonus. It's to feel powerful and energized. Sleep is where your brain consolidates everything you learned. 7 to 9 hours isn't negotiable. Your phone charges at night. Your brain needs to do the same. Poor sleep kills memory, decision-making, and emotional regulation. You can't perform on 4 hours of sleep no matter how much caffeine you drink. Nutrition fuels performance. Eat protein for sustained energy, fruits and vegetables for vitamins, and stay hydrated. Skip the energy drinks that crash you later. Your brain needs steady fuel, not sugar spikes followed by crashes. Pillar 4. Master social dynamics. School isn't just about academics. It's about learning to navigate people. The connections you make, the social skills you develop, and the reputation you build all matter beyond graduation. Choose your circle carefully. You become who you spend time with. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better, not enablers who make excuses feel normal. One ambitious friend who calls you out is worth more than 10 casual acquaintances who let you stay comfortable. Practice active listening in every conversation. Put your phone away, make eye contact, ask follow-up questions. Most people are terrible at this, so standing out is easy. Remember details about people, their interests, goals, challenges. When you genuinely care about others, they notice and reciprocate. Learn to handle conflict maturely. School drama is training for workplace politics, family disputes, and relationship challenges. Don't avoid difficult conversations. Practice having them respectfully and directly. Join activities that align with your interests and goals. Sports build teamwork and competition skills. Clubs develop leadership and specialized knowledge. Volunteer work builds empathy and perspective. Don't just participate. Lead when possible. Pillar 5. Develop mental toughness. School will test you. Bad grades, social rejection, overwhelming workloads, and constant pressure. How you handle these challenges determines whether you grow stronger or crumble. Embrace discomfort as growth. Cold showers build mental resilience. Difficult conversations develop confidence. Challenging classes expand your capabilities. The things you want to avoid are often exactly what you need to face. Reframe failures as data. That F on your test? Information about what you need to study differently. That rejection from someone you liked? Practice for handling disappointment with grace. Every setback teaches you something if you're willing to learn. Keep a failure journal. Write down what went wrong, why it happened, and what you'll do differently next time. This transforms random disappointments into systematic improvements. Over time, you'll see patterns and make fewer repeated mistakes. Practice delayed gratification. Study before you game. Work out before you relax. Do the hard stuff first when your willpower is strongest. This single skill predicts more success than IQ, talent, or background. Advanced strategies for the motivated. Leverage technology wisely. Use apps like Forest to block distracting websites during study time, Anki for spaced repetition, Google Calendar for scheduling. But remember, technology is a tool, not a crutch. The fundamentals still require discipline and effort. Track everything that matters. GPA, workout frequency, books read, social interactions. You can't improve what you don't measure. Weekly reviews show you exactly where you're winning and where you're falling behind. Find mentors. Teachers who inspire you, older students who've succeeded, adults in fields that interest you. Most people love helping someone who's genuinely eager to learn and improve. Think beyond graduation. Every skill you build, habit you form, and connection you make is an investment in your future self. The discipline you develop in high school compounds into career success, relationship satisfaction, and personal fulfillment. Your 90-day transformation plan. Days 130, Foundation. Establish your morning routine, create your study schedule, and choose your social circle. Track everything but don't expect perfection. You're building habits, not sprinting. Days 31, 60, Momentum. Your routines should feel more natural now. Add complexity, join new activities, tackle harder classes, take on leadership roles. Push your comfort zone systematically. Days 61, 90, Mastery. You're operating at a higher level now. Help others who are where you used to be. Teach what you've learned. Plan for the next phase of growth. Harshers, the choice is yours. Every day you delay is a day your competition gets ahead. While you're making excuses, someone else is building the habits that will define their future. The students who dominate aren't necessarily smarter or more talented. They're just more intentional about their choices. This school year can be your turning point or another year of regrets. The strategies are here. The community is waiting. The only question is whether you're ready to stop settling for average and start becoming exceptional. Join our Discord where we turn these principles into daily wins. We've got accountability partners, study groups, and that competitive energy to keep you motivated when willpower fails. Because transformation isn't a solo mission. It's a team sport with people who refuse to accept mediocrity. Stop reading about change and start being the change. Your future self is watching every choice you make today. Make him proud. The year starts now. What's your first move?